Okay, here's today's math video, March 18th. We're just going to practice something called the arrow method. We're going to practice it for 1 or 2 days addition and 1 or 2 days subtraction. And then after I think everybody watched the videos, then we're going to maybe go up to the next thing. So we're just going to start with the arrow way. So in the arrow way, if you have 13 plus 10, they write it slightly differently. They put a little arrow, and they put the 10 right here. So this is where you have to know which one is in the tens place and which one is in the ones place. That's why you have to understand your place value charts. In the number 13, the 1 is in the tens place. And in the number 10, the 1 is in the tens place. So you add the 1, you add the tens place. If I have 1 10 and 1 10, then I have 2 10s. Now I have to go back and add the ones place. I have 3 1s and 0 1s. And 3 plus 0 is 3. So you're jumping, you're skip counting, and you're just writing it slightly differently. So 13 plus 10 is 23. You could do it this way too. It's just a different way of showing it. So let me erase that, and we'll practice another one. The first day, we're just going to be jumping by tens forward. Okay? 19 plus 20. So if you have 19 and you have an arrow, add the tens places first. In this number, the 1 is in the tens place, and in this number, the 2 is in the tens place. So 1 10 plus 2 10s equals 3 10s. And 9 1s plus 0 1s equals 9 1s. Well, what if you have to break it down? Don't panic. You could do this too. You could take this 20 and break it into 10 and 10 and jump 10. And that would get you to 29. And you could write another arrow. Don't forget that 10. And you'd still get to 39. If you can jump 20 at a time, do it. If you have to jump 10 and then 10 more, that's fine too. So you should pause the video, look at the screen, and you should practice this if you don't understand it. Okay? Don't just keep going through it. Write it and say it out loud. I'm going to go on to another example. Okay, so this one's only jumping 10. So you would write the 15. You write your arrow. That's plus 10. Add the ones place and the ones place. 1 10 plus 1 10 equals 2 10s. And then 5 1s and 0 1s equals 5 1s. So 15 plus 10 equals 25. Now I'm going to, if you have to study that, pause it and write it and say it out loud. And I'm going to show you, you can do even 30. Don't be afraid of it. There's 2 ways to do it. You can break that 30 into 10 plus 10 plus 10. And this, if you can jump all 30 at one time, that's fine with me. If you have to jump 10 at one time with the arrow way, that's also okay. 16 arrow equals, let's add the ones column, 1 group of 10 plus 3 groups of 10. 1 plus 3 is 4. And 6 ones plus 0 ones equals 6 ones. 46. Now I'm going to show it if you have to do it 10 at a time. 16. Jump that first 10. 1 10 and 1 10 equals 2 10s. Oops. 6 ones and 0 ones equals 6 ones. You got to jump again though, because you got to jump this 10. 2 10s and 1 10 equals 3 10s. And my ones place doesn't change because 6 plus 0 is still 6. But you still have this 10. We jumped the first 2. We didn't have them jump the last one yet. Now we're about to do it. Plus 10. 3 10s and 1 10 equals 4 10s. 6 ones and 0 ones is still 6. So you get the same answer. If you can jump all 30 at one time, great. If you have to jump 10 and 10 and 10, that's okay too. If you have to practice that and say it out loud, practice it and say it out loud. Okay, let's try 18. It could be really big. You can do it. You either count your jump 40 at one time, or if you have to jump 10 by 10 by 10 by 10, that's okay. You just have to keep track of the 10s. 40 is 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. There are 4 10s in 40. So let's do it the long way first this time. 1 10 plus 1 10 equals 2 10s. 8 ones and 0 ones is 8 ones. But I've only jumped 1 10. Plus 10. 2 10s and 1 10 equals 3 10s. 8 ones, 0 ones, 8 ones. Now I've jumped 2 10s. I have some more to jump. I'm jumping this one now. 3 10s and 1 10s equals 4 10s. 8 ones, 0 ones equals 8 ones. One more 10 to jump. We got to jump that last one now. 4 10s and 1 10 equals 5 10s. 8 ones and 0 ones is still 8 ones. So it comes to 58. So if you can jump all of them at the same time, that's fine with me. If you can go 1 10 plus 4 10s equals 5 10s, 8 ones and 0 ones equal 8 ones, you'll get the same answer if you're adding correctly. You will get the same answer if you're adding correctly. We have time for one more on this video. Remember, you can pause it and practice. Okay, 26. I'm going to jump all 30. 2 10s, 2 groups of 10, plus 3 groups of 10 equals 5 groups of 10. 6 ones plus 0 ones equals 6 ones. The answer is 56. So tomorrow we're going to practice the arrow method again, and next it won't all be numbers with 0, okay? Once we all feel good about the arrow method, I'm going to show you how to do it backwards for subtraction.